Bum, ba, 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 ba. I just saw Rogue One 35 minutes ago. My life has changed. I am extremely thrilled. This is a geek's dream, really. This is a super geek's dream as far as everything that you want to see in the universe that you dream about. The Empire on crack. I mean, if you've ever loved the look of the stormtroopers, the Death Star, the Star Destroyers, the TIE fighters, the X-Wing fighters, the dog fights, the freaking look of the grittiness of the dirt on the suits of the stormtroopers and the creatures. Oh my God, the towns and the civilizations and the planets. It was just like one thing after another. Like Crystal Refinery. I'm sorry. I gotta edit that out. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. I'm not someone that does movie reviews, and I'm not skilled in that. So I recommend not listening to what I have to say if you care about seeing this movie. Like, don't watch it, because I don't know if I don't want to spoil it, but I just wanted to do a little video, just my reaction after, just to say that I'm happy. No, they did not fuck up. Disney did not screw up the Star Wars legacy by making this standalone film. They have seamlessly connected the Rogue One story with Star Wars Episode 4, New Hope. And, oh, you're going to be happy with the way they did it. Yes, you are. If you're somebody that goes into a movie and wants to compare to every other movie you've seen and say, is it going to be better, then you're probably not the kind of person that is going to enjoy it as much as you should. This is everything that the movie needed to be, which was a standalone film that told a story. A smaller story. This is a smaller story. This isn't the episodic, giant stories that we have been waiting for, with the tech scroll and Luke and Leia and the Force and the dark side and all these larger pictures. This is a smaller story with a smaller message, but the key is that it's not as small as it seems. It's part of a bigger picture, and if you look closer, you get to see the real meaning behind it all. I'm just thrilled that they took the time to respect the original material, to not fiddle with it and change the mysticism behind it. You know, they didn't start talking about, they didn't start over discussing everything with plot exposition. You know, you're along for the ride, and if you don't know very much about the Star Wars universe, you might be a little bit mixed up, because it just goes along. If you're not going to be, they're not going to explain everything to you, which is great. That's the way it should be. You're not gonna be able to go into this movie and have every character explain, oh, this one does that, that person does this, that's the reason why they're doing this. No, you're not gonna get that in this. You're gonna get you're gonna get a movie with the most practical, realistic warfare effects that we've ever seen in Star Wars. Seriously, like you feel the bombs exploding and the sand falling on your face, and this is a hard PG-13 rating. So parents, before you take your 6-year-old kids, you might wanna see it first before you take them to see it, because this is PG-13. This is not PG, parental guidance, and this is definitely not G. So think about that. And whew, I just have so much to say. I really do. This was the darkest chapter in all of the Star Wars films we've seen so far, and there's many reasons for that. This is no longer we are no longer in the small constraints of George Lucas and what he and his vision and what he wanted to do with the film. This is now uncharted territory, and what it proves is, hang on, I gotta change this. This music is distracting me. I'm listening to the soundtrack already. Of course, yes, the soundtrack was. I am very critical when it comes to scores, and I am pleasantly pleased. This was not scored by John Williams. This is the first Star Wars film to not be scored by John Williams. This was Michael Giacchino, and he's a fine composer. He is well known for the most recent Star Trek films, the last 3 Star Trek films. He's done that, as well as several Disney films. He did one of the. He's won best Oscar. He's won an Oscar for his score for the animated Pixar film Up. I think he won another one for Ratatouille, possibly. Anyway, you got big shoes to fill when you're doing John Williams. So the best thing for him to do is to respectfully score the film and use the themes that have already been created for the characters that are already there, and do supporting themes that don't overshadow the main themes. And that's exactly what he did. For anybody that goes into this film expecting the soundtrack to be better than any other Star Wars film that they've seen, you don't get it. You don't get it. It's not about trying to be better than John Williams right now. This is Michael did exactly what he was supposed to do, and I'm happy for that. You will be pleased. I could have used a little bit more bass, maybe, but other than that, no. I have minimal complaints for this film, and yes, I'm very biased. So, what are you gonna do? Sue me? Fuck you. I don't care. I love Star Wars, and I'm not gonna, and I am not going to feel sorry for that or make any excuses. If you want. I never had a fear that this film was going to suck, but I did start to worry when I heard issues of reshoots and things like that, and it made me just not want to hear or speculate or watch any other videos or read anything else about it, in which I tried to stop, other than seeing the trailers. And I did watch the trailers because I don't have enough self-control to not watch trailers when they drop. Anyway, I can also gladly tell you that if you did watch the trailers and you were worried about too much of the story being revealed, the good news is that it did not reveal very much. There are many surprises still left in this film. There's some great surprises, and there were some things I thought might happen that didn't happen, which is also a surprise. There was some emotion. Most of all, for Christ's sakes, thank you, Disney. Thank you for finding some people that can frickin' act, for Christ's sake. Oh my God. I mean, yes. No, George Lucas. People don't die. People do not always die in mid-sentence saying, I love you. That's not how people die, George Lucas. I'm sorry. That's not how everybody dies. And not everybody says, "Oh, I've been hit." when you're exploding by lasers. No, that's not how you're supposed to die. When you get hit by lasers, you just die. You understand? It's the glory of war is not always glorious. And that, my friends, that is why this is the most realistic Star Wars film we've seen so far. Imperial walkers that feel like real metal feet that are about to step on you. That's what I'm talking about. Real fucking metal feet that are going to step on your face. And like alien creatures that look like you can touch them with your finger. Not some digital video game that you can just, press B button to exit out of, from the cinematic view. Practical effects, machines that look like they've been constructed built from the ground up. Rusty, dirty, and panels that look like they have been made. Everything looked so much looked real. Looked like you're actually there. And the part that I was worried about, this tropical island, which you've seen in the trailer, if you watch a trailer, that was I was a little concerned about that. Nothing to worry about, folks. Nothing to worry about. I'm also very happy to say that I went to Iceland, and I recognize all these places where the movie's filmed. I feel like I've been in space. There, because of where this is filmed. Oh my God, that's why Iceland is so amazing. It's like another world. It's like a Star Wars planet. I'm telling you. Anyway, I'm ready to see it again because now that I know what happened, now I want to just sit and just enjoy and dissect it completely. It's been a while since I've seen a film that has really fulfilled me so much. Yes, and so if you're wanting something from my review, if you want to watch if you're interested in my reaction in any way whatsoever, I will tell you that don't go into this film expecting it to be better than The Force Awakens in some way. Treat it as a standalone movie. Treat it as a chapter, as a film, as a story that happened before Star Wars New Hope, and give it the credit it deserves, because God damn it, it delivered on what it promised. And this is something we have not seen before in any form of fashion in the Star Wars universe. And Disney did not pull any punches. They did not cheese it out with too much cheesy lines. They honestly, no. They and even the comic relief is dark. So if you're after a dark portrayal of what it's probably really like for the rebellion, this was the closest thing to it. And this shows you why the Empire, why they were assholes to begin with. You other than the first Star Wars, you see, the stormtroopers, they destroyed the moisture farm. They killed Aunt Beru and Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen. They burned them up. So okay, whoa, the Empire is bad. But that's it. That's like the only thing aside from blowing up Alderaan with the Death Star. Okay, that was bad too. But we get another much a more broad sense of the Empire's grasp on the people and how it's affected the rebellion, how it's affected the people around. So, oh God, I'm starting to ramble now. I hope I didn't spoil anything. Anyway, I told you not to watch me earlier on. Anyway, yeah, I think that's all I have for now. I don't want to get boring here. I'm super excited, happy about this chapter. this is a success as far as I'm concerned, and go see it and see for yourself. But I recommend you do, if you don't know very much of the history and you don't know very much about the story, just do a little bit of research and you'll enjoy it even more. And oh boy, Act 3. Act 3 is going to kill you. Okay, bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.